Gaza's only power station has run out of fuel as Israel's siege continues. Remember, food, water, power have all been cut off by Israel as they continue to pound Gaza with airstrikes. Gazan authorities have been warning that without power or fuel, hospitals and emergency services will not be able to function amid the ongoing strikes in the region. Over 1,000 people have now been killed in Gaza, while Israel said the death toll in the attack has risen to 1,200. This as more deaths were revealed in southern Israel. Also, an estimated 150 people are believed to be held hostage by the Hamas in Gaza. Over 2 lakh people have been displaced in Gaza, and Palestinian authorities have also accused Israel of using phosphorus incendiary weapons in bombing densely populated areas within the Gaza Strip. These are banned weapons. Meanwhile, in Israel has closed in on a unity government to make decisions in the midst of the war. Well, let's go across to NDTV's Kadamni, who's been bringing us ground reports. And Kadamni, you've been experiencing, those rocket attacks. Yesterday, the hotel you were staying in saw damage because of the rockets being sent in by the Hamas. Now you've traveled even closer to the border. Tell us what it's like.
Well, Gargi, it is quite a surreal experience because as you go closer to the Gaza border, the security posts are increasing and you would see police presence, you would see IDF presence, but the towns are completely devoid of any people. They have been now evacuated given the situation there. Now, when you go there, what we saw was that the area is such that once the fence is broken, anyone could have walked in without much problem. So it is barely few 100 feet away from the closest town and the rural communities there. What has happened is that on Saturday morning, these terrorists crossed over and they came to, first of all, we saw the carnage which took place on the highways of that place, and the cars were burnt. As our viewers have also seen, there were bullet marks. There were daily life things strewn on the roads. There were shoes, there were toys, fruits and soft drinks, all these sorts of things which any family would travel with. These were strewn across the road. There were several cars which were completely burnt. Now, this was just one picture. All around this, security forces have stepped up their presence. When we went inside the Shedot town, it was completely looked like a ghost town because the residents are just not there. They have been evacuated. Being so close to Gaza, the risks are much higher. The only people you would see there are the security personnel and a few media personnel who have managed to reach there. So this is the situation at the moment. Everything looks like it's waiting for something, and something big is about to happen. The forces are keeping guard. Very high number of forces in and around this area, but that is understandable given the situation that has happened. Gargi?
Right, and Kadamni, also a lot of anger in Israel about the number of deaths. 1,200 people have been killed. And what of the hostages? What is the latest you're hearing about that? Because 150 people are believed to have been taken hostage by the Hamas.
Well, there are two things, Gargi, in this. There is anger, of course there is anger, but that has been put aside. People have come together in Israel to fight this off. They are standing together, helping each other out. Their only thought now is to repel the enemy. So that is very important factor. We have seen people from other places who have come in. They who were outside as tourists, they have rushed back to Israel. The reserve forces, they have rushed back to Israel. Anyone who's not doing anything, they have rushed into the situation as volunteers, helping out wherever they can. So that is one thing. In all probability, once this is over, when this is done for, there would be questions about the security intelligence failure. What exactly happened? Was it overconfidence? Was it something which never ever occurred to anyone that this might happen? But there is one thing which is very sure. People are saying the forces, if they look at them, they stand with them, and they are saying that they will not let it happen again. Now, the matter of hostages. Initially, we heard that the hostages would be traded for the Palestinian prisoners who are in here. But at the moment, the announcement which came from Hamas, the statement which came from Hamas said that they are not going to negotiate anything about the hostages who have been taken from inside their homes in Israel till the war is over. So this is a very difficult situation. There are lots of experts who believe that there should be some intelligence through which these hostages could be rescued. But given the situation in Gaza, which is not very transparent, it's a very opaque place. Even earlier, when one kidnapping took place, there were people, the intelligence community was not able to pinpoint where this person was, and there was an exchange of prisoners. So at the moment, where this 50 or odd 100 hostages have been taken, whether they are underground somewhere or scattered or in one place, no one knows anything about it.
All right, Kadamni, thanks so much for joining us there. Kadamni Sharma, they're reporting from Israel, from South Israel near the Gaza border.